Thank you for joining me again today for this continued exploration of treasures in heaven from Matthew 6:19 through 21. The last time we looked at various biblical examples of contributing to the common good as a way of storing up treasures in heaven. The contributions could be financial or gifts, skills, energy, or labor. The time before, we looked at how much to give. The answer is it depends on what we have. We referenced the widow's mite from Luke 21, 1 through 4. As he looked up, Jesus saw rich people putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 small copper coins. He said, "Truly I tell you, this widow has put in more than all of them, for all of them have contributed out of their abundance, but she out of her poverty. She has put in all she has to live on." But earlier in the gospel, Luke wrote in chapter 12, verse 26, that from everyone to much has been given, much will be required. And from one to whom much has been entrusted, even more will be demanded. That's the other side of the widow's mite story. We are held responsible for what we do with what we have. We have been blessed with talents, wisdom, knowledge, time, and the like. It is expected that we benefit the common good. It is not so much how much we give. We don't necessarily have to impoverish or exhaust ourselves. It is about how we prioritize the common good, our treasures in heaven, as opposed to our earthly wants. Last time in examining giving to the common good, one text was 1 Corinthians 12, 7 through 11, the gifts of the Spirit. To each is given a manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. To one is given through the Spirit the utterance of wisdom, and to another the utterance of knowledge according to the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, and to another gifts of healing by the one Spirit, to another working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another the discernment of gifts, to another various kinds of tongues, and to another the interpretation of tongues. All these are activated by the one and the same Spirit, who allots to each one individually as the Spirit chooses. I suggest to you that we can add to Paul's gifts of the Spirit with other gifts that apply to our immediate situation. Something like, to some have been given the ability to teach, to others the ability to write or speak, to others the ability to inspire with new ideas and renewed energy, to others the gift of ministering to the needs of others, to still others the ability, gifts, and the ability to keep our community functioning effectively, whether it be through leadership, management of our common purse, maintenance of the church home, or the myriad of things often unnoticed that allow us to focus on our worship. I'm sure there are more. We all have some of these various gifts to be used for the common good, and we are called to use them for that, and thus storing up our treasures in heaven. Let us each think about what gifts we have and how we prioritize the common good. Amen.